Brotherhood. The story of brothers in this country and throughout the world is a complicated one, driven by shared experience and gut-wrenching conflict. Here is a look at some of the most influential, colorful, and loyal brothers. Some brothers who share the same genes and environment turn out complete opposites of one another. And nowadays, there are all different types of brothers. But let's start at the beginning. Adam and Eve went into the garden and begat the very first set of brothers, Cain and Abel. Their tragic ending of their relationship has foreshadowed a long history of complicated brother relationships. There are many different types of brothers who have had shared experiences of betrayal, jealousy, competition, and loyalty. Besides siblings, male associations formed for a common purpose are also a form of brotherhood. Anytime you see males in uniform, it's a good bet that they refer to themselves as brothers. Police, firefighters, union workers, fraternities, fraternal organizations like the Knights of Columbus, and the soldiers depicted here all refer to themselves as brothers. William Shakespeare, the eldest of four brothers, wrote in Henry V, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother." Brothers have also been used to represent the spectrum of human traits. The tortured intellectual, the man of passion, and the man of spirituality and purity were imagined by Dostoevsky, but can be seen in other historical brothers. Loyalty to one another is the strongest brotherly emotion. Brothers have shown a willingness to follow one another anywhere, even to their death. These are George, Frank, Joe, Matt, and Al, the Sullivan brothers. On January 12, 1943, an officer said to their father, "I have some news for you about your boys." "Which one?" their dad asked. "I'm sorry," the officer replied. "All five." Their loyalty to each other was powerful. However, when that brotherly loyalty is fragmented, it is gut-wrenching. Mario Puzo's depiction of Sonny, Michael, Fredo, and Tom Higgins, the Corleone brothers, is a powerful depiction of brotherly love and conflict, which leans on the brothers Karamazov for using brotherly traits to describe the human spectrum. The dumb one, the passionate one, the rational one, and the spiritual one. The Corleones or the Bushes? George, Jeb, Neil, and Marvin. Jeb helped George with the whole Florida thing, and it's still possible that there will be two presidents out of this one fireplace. In this one boat are Joe and Teddy, who both had dreams of being president, but it was their brother Jack who was eventually elected president. Their other brother, Bobby, famously stood by the First Lady at his brother Jack's funeral. This kid, David, did not stand by his brother. He called the FBI and told them that the Unabomber was his brother Ted. Speaking of the FBI, what about the Bulger brothers? That's Billy on the left, and he did stand by his brother in the middle, Whitey. That's their other brother John on the right. Billy was president of the Massachusetts Senate and the University of Massachusetts. He told the FBI that it was his hope that he would never be helpful in helping them capture his brother Whitey, who had reached the top of the FBI's most wanted list. He helped him when he was in prison, and Whitey helped Billy when he was running for office. This year, in the Bulger brothers' hometown, two other brothers each set off a bomb at the Boston Marathon, killing 3 and injuring hundreds. The ensuing FBI chase resulted in the death of a police officer, as well as the older brother. Also this year, in New Orleans, two brothers, John and Jim Harbaugh, each reached the pinnacle of the coaching universe when their teams played against each other in the Super Bowl. All the brothers in these pictures, like the Harbaughs, are physically touching and intertwined with their brothers. And that is the long, complicated history of brothers, completely interwoven, but always together.